Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials.
Hello, everyone aged 18 to 35. Welcome back.
Merch day was...
Oh, right. Oh, my God. I forgot. Like, literally, my day was so busy, I forgot about merch, even though, like, that was the biggest deal.
That was the biggest deal. That was the whole day.
Wait,
you
Jenny,
guys...
turn around.
Why?
Turn around. Come here.
What?
Turn around.
What does turn around mean?
Will you just trust me?
Where do you want me to turn?
Just
I'm
like,
sitting.
show me your back. Come. I want to pat ourselves on the back. I want to pat us on the back because, like, I'm so impressed, like, with just how, like, not only the selling out, because we sold out in pre-sale, which is, like, a great problem to have, but It was a problem. Like, only 10% of people had access to merch, and it sold out.
Right, and we were saying, we're like, what if it sells out in pre-sale? And we were like, well, that's a great problem to have.
Yeah, we're like, we'll get there when we get there. Relax.
But then it happened in about 9 minutes.
It was so crazy. Like, me and Jackie were refreshing our Shopify apps. Such a great moment for us. And honestly, major shout out to Zoe, who is our toaster / our merch rep, our merch account executive, and she was just on it. She's like, my boss thinks you're gonna break Shopify, and we were like, yes, we are, bitch.
And then 5 o'clock came around, and we were like restocking every 5 minutes, and the toaster, it's just the power of the toast never ceases to amaze. Right now, the merch site is still live. If you didn't get what you wanted to get, pretty much everything is there except for a mug and pillow. But the pop sockets are there. Everything is there.
The hats, the shirts.
So shop morningtoast.com if you didn't get what you so
because
desired.
in a few hours, we are going to
close shop to get ready for drop number 2.
Yeah, we're gonna fulfill. And now that everyone got like their basic needs, now I wanna do like Kylie drops, like minimum amounts of the sickest shit. And if you don't get it, sorry, bro, sucks.
Sickest shit.
Do you know what I mean?
No, totally.
Like everyone got the basics. Like everyone deserves a t-shirt and a mug with the logo on it. Totally. Like basic necessities. But now, sick shit, bro.
I have some ideas brewing, and don't worry, because Don't Worry Be Monkey will be coming out very soon.
Of course. Even though we just have to check the legality on that, because so far we have only been making merch of like things that we own, like we own Kent and Chant.
But I feel like so many people make the same, like write the same shit on t-shirts.
Totally, like Taco Tuesday.
Netflix and chill, Sunday fun day.
Cat mom, dog mom.
Unicorn lover.
It felt really good to get everyone what they wanted. Like this was a year in the making, and honestly, everything happens for a reason, because if we were able to have gotten merch out when the breath was on, like it wouldn't have been nearly as epic.
And also as like fulfilling on a personal level, because it just wouldn't have been ours.
Yeah.
We did a Patreon episode yesterday right after we launched merch. It's all about like the business side of the toast, and it's actually really interesting, especially on merch day.
Yeah, it was just so full circle, you know?
So full circle. We kind of pull back the curtain to show you like how the toast runs on a business level. So if you are interested in the Businesswoman Special, I would become a Patreon member and listen to that episode. We owe you one more episode before the end of the month so that you have something to listen to on your Labor Day drives. So that'll be coming at you shortly.
And a lot of people are asking questions if they can make returns before their order is fulfilled. And I don't really know because we don't do that, but I've heard that Shopify has been really helpful if you just email customer service, like asking to switch your size.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And did you see the thing about the shipping?
Yeah, that everything that was bought after pre-sale, so anything you bought in a restock is going to take a few days to fulfill.
Yeah.
So it'll probably ship out around September 10th.
Yeah, also, that's way faster than Kylie, Kanye, and Ariana, so please, like, don't complain.
So please, grab a spoon.
We're on it. Like, we're on it, just like, please, okay?
Yeah. Thank you. Spooky. Anyways, I can't believe, but it's only Tuesday. This is the longest week of life. Yesterday was the longest day of my life.
No, same. I mean, 3 huge things happened for me yesterday.
Okay.
My merch sold out.
Merch.
And my hours, I guess. Whatever. Both of ours, I guess. We just split. It's
I
fine.
guess.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Merch sold out. 2, I picked a color scheme.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I'm going gray.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. No, I'm doing it. I'm ordering the couch when I leave here. I'll call the place. And 3, what was 3? Just, some good business developments, personally and otherwise.
That's great. Also, Taylor Owen just suggested for a t-shirt, instead of Don't Worry Be Monkey, Don't Worry Be Toasty.
Cute.
And let's do a picture of a monkey.
It's just, I'm very interested to find out, because we have a sales call later today, what products were most popular, because I think that initially when we were like designing stuff, I think what I would want from like a show that I liked, and like, yes, obviously like a shirt that says The Morning Toast on it, but also like more creative, dynamic design stuff.
That it's like, if you're a toaster, you get it, but if you're not a toaster, it's not like, what the hell is that?
And like you could borrow it if it's a Friends or something.
Right.
But I found that the stuff with the toasty vibe and the toasty logo was more popular than just like the universally cool items,
Totally.
So interesting.
So interesting, but now we know, and we'll give you more toast-centric items.
Yeah.
Also, the pop sockets were the #1 hit because, those are just a necessity.
And they were just, I think, so reasonably priced. I mean, now I'm like a merch connoisseur because I've been buying everyone's merch, and like the Kanye merch was so expensive and took over 2 months to ship. Ariana, I still haven't gotten it. Like I literally still not have gotten my God as a Woman shirt.
I bought a Mason Ramsey merch, and it literally came in a week. Good for him. He's running a tight ship over there.
Did you see some of the comments Carly Pierce made about Mason Ramsey?
I didn't see the comments. What did she say?
May I read it to you?
Sure.
It was in a news blast I got. Just hang on. Feel free to sing while I look for it.
To sing? Wow. I thought you'd never ask. I did a musical Monday Soul Cycle yesterday, and it was amazing per usual, but he played The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow, and it was just, if you've never spun to that ride.
Did it have a beat behind it?
No, it was like it was for recovery after arms, and it was just like, take it at your own speed. So I was doing double time just because like Annie pumps me up, and it was a really nice moment.
Okay, this is what she said. This is for the Chicago Splash, written by Beth Delaney. With people like Mason Ramsey becoming overnight successes, do you regret that you didn't have a viral moment that granted you that instant fame? Because Carly Parse has been like out here on these streets pounding the pavement for years. She said, especially in regards to that situation, I believe those are flashes in the pan, and those aren't careers, quite frankly. I think when you work for it from the ground up and experience everything and put in the blood, sweat, and tears, I think that makes you gracious. I think that makes you authentic, and I think that is ultimately what sets you up for a true career. I don't disagree, but like, Mason Ramsey has a true career.
No, I don't disagree with that, but Mason Ramsey is the exception to that. Because not only is he a flash in the pan, but it's like that flash was so talented and worthy of like a career in country music that he's flashing left, right, and center. And I love them both, and I'm not taking sides in this feud. And I just feel like Mason Ramsey is legit as hell.
Of course.
You know, he's like so goddamn talented.
I know.
And gracious and cute and has no clue what's going on.
He's next to McGraw.
He has no clue what's going on. Like when you see him.
He has no clue what's going on. That's the best call.
When you see that video of him dancing to his song at the Teen Choice Award or the whatever awards he was at, and like he literally doesn't know that there's anyone around him. It's just him and his music.
It's self-awareness that he lacks.
Right, because he's a child. And
as he should be.
And children should not have self-awareness.
I agree.
That's where you like learn who you are.
Totally.
And so Mason, I love you.
We support you. You will always have. Honestly, I hope you do have like a little bit of a fall from grace, so that you'll finally come on our show.
That's
like
true.
at the level you're at now, you're too good for us. I understand, but maybe in a couple of years.
But he's going on tour with Chris Lane. We will be there. And
is Chris Lane the one from The Bachelor?
No, he's the one who went on The Bachelor and then started DMing all the girls.
Cool. I mean, honestly, I can't believe more people don't do that.
And I can't believe none of the girls took him up on it.
I just have to say, I did not watch Bachelor in Paradise for another week. I did my best to try and watch it for you guys, but like every time I like go on Twitter and I see all these like fucking basic bitches just like tweeting about Leo, and like, ugh, I just can't. First of all, there's two types of tweets when it comes to Bachelor in Paradise. People who just like try and like screenshot funny things and like be hilarious and like go viral and get followers.
Viral, right.
And like please. And then people who like analyze it from like a female modern feminist point of view. And it's like, bitch, you are watching the wrong show. Like people who are just like looking for meaning and like cultural like progressivism in a show that's literally about a guy dating 500 girls. Like wrong show, wrong network.
Right.
You know?
I totally
Every time
agree.
I'm on it, it's like someone, you know, and here comes our classic male chauvinist. Yeah, it's like, please, bitch, this is not the platform. Like, do your good work somewhere else. Like, I just hate when people like try and apply.
Make The Bachelor something that it's not. Like,
and it's never pretended to be.
It is what it is. It's not pretending to be like the next frontier or anything. Sometimes we get some girls who like really
postmodern feminism. That's what they're saying. Postmodern. No. What does that mean? This is modern, so postmodern is the future. I don't understand that whatsoever.
No, they're really just looking too deep into it. And I've been watching because that's actually the perfect show for me right now because I can't really focus on watching anything. And last night I really was like feeling queasy and I'm not sure why.
Queasy vibes?
I was feeling queasy as hell. Like I've just been feeling
Queasy-o problems?
Queasy-o problems. I feel like I'm always feeling queasy. Anyways, so I was enjoying it, and things are evolving and moving, and it's like just so funny. Their whole formula is like, two people are getting along. Let's bring in the person who said they wanted to meet this person. It's like, do you guys not want happy couples and happy relationships?
No, they don't.
Also, Connor showed up last night, and like he's a toaster, and I love him, and he goes out with Crystal, who, by the way, is the MVP of Paradise. She is doing everything right. First of all, her looks are on point. Like, her hair is always in, like, a cute headband.
Because it's so damn hot.
Because it's hot. And, like, her bathing suit, she's, like, looking sort of retro, and I'm loving it. And, I mean, Chris is the worst person in Paradise, hands down. I don't know how he became, like, the king of the boys there.
Oh, is Chris Big Smile Eddie from Friends?
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't stand him.
No, he literally creeps me out.
You know, the few episodes that I watched, he has decided that he is going to be the moral compass of Paradise.
No, he decided that he is the queen bee of Paradise, and that like, oh, anytime Chris is feeling a certain way, like all the boys come around him, and I'm like, this guy is a loser.
Loser.
He's the biggest
fucking Maria Menounos.
Like, he's such a loser, and honestly, I mean, I have so many thoughts, and I guess we'll get to Paradise later, but here are my thoughts. Chris is a loser. He referred to himself in the third person when talking to Crystal last night.
I'm done.
And no one picked up on it because he referred to himself by his last name. He's like, you're really gonna leave the rad? Because his last name is like Rad One.
Do you remember, what was that kid's name in high school? He was always like, I don't remember his name, but he's like, Tarno loves this. What was his name?
David Tarnofsky.
Oh yeah, he would be like, Tarno rules. It's like, who is that? I hate when people do that.
Yeah, it was really bad, but it went unnoticed. And Crystal is just a class act because she has a thing with Chris. Connor said she came there for Connor, and Connor came there for her, but she's already met Chris. So Connor's like talking to her, and she was like, I want to be honest with you. Like, I really was excited to meet you, but I'm like kind of smitten with Chris right now. So I want to see that through.
Wow, a boy would never do that.
And then Crystal tells Chris that she's like said that to him, and Connor still wants to go out with her knowing all of this, so she goes out with him because like she came here, like she's gonna explore this option. So we don't know who she's gonna give her rose to, but she is doing everything right, and I can tell that she's getting along with all of the girls, and I'm loving her.
Honestly, she would be doing the Lord's work if she just gave it to Connor, just so that fucker could go home.
No, I can't look at him anymore.
But this is my exact point, and that's why people are always, especially in the Morning Toasters Facebook group, which you should join. It's people are always like, oh, Jordan. And it's like, I'm absolutely done liking and hating the people that production decides to like and hate. Like, they wanted us to hate Crystal, and we did, and they wanted us to hate Jordan, and we did. And I'm like, no. Especially when you meet those people in real life, like Olivia Creedy's the best example. She couldn't have been like a nicer girl. Like, I'm done just believing what Elon and Mike Fleiss want me to believe. Like, Crystal's crazy. Okay, I believed it, but now I'm like, no, she's not. She's cool as hell. Jordan, honestly, met him, couldn't have been nicer. Like, I'm done listening to the producers.
Also, everything that Jordan's doing is like so understandable and relatable. And honestly, like Jenna is the one, like after last night, she was being like so wishy-washy, but I also think that editing made it look even worse than it was. But like, he's like gung-ho for her. And it's not like he's, like he could easily, when he saw Jenna with someone else, like ran back to Annalise, who like can't catch a man, and it's so fucking sad. And like gotten her rose. But instead, like he's like, I'm here for Jenna. Like, I've never experienced love at first sight, but I think this is the closest thing to it. And if he doesn't get her rose, he doesn't want to be there. And that's what Paradise is all about. Not like, it is about, you know, being open and making connections, but it's also about like being in a relationship. And I just want to say, Astrid and Kevin are my favorite couple in Paradise history. First of all, he is so hot.
And
like,
so is she.
I could die. And she is gorgina. And like in every single angle, every light, every makeup, no makeup look, like she crushes it. And the two of them together are just so cool. Like they are the cool people of Paradise. And like people should be circling around them, which I think that they are, but they're pretending like it's Chris that's cool. Yeah. And he just said like the sweetest thing to her last night. He was like, he couldn't believe that like she was with him. And he almost like, he was like, I want you to date other guys so that like you like me more, you know?
Right, you
and then she started crying because she was like, I don't want to date other people, and why would you want me to? And he was like, this is just too good to be true. Like, you're my dream girl.
What a weird thing to say.
And you want to be with me. No, if you watch the whole thing play
out. Was he trying to break up with her?
No, he was just like, he couldn't believe that it was so good, you know? And so, because also, he said when he was on The Bachelor, like he 100% thought he was getting engaged, and like that was heartbreaking. Then when
what season was he on?
He's from Canada.
Oh.
Then when he met Ashley I, everything was great on Winter Games. They got engaged, or no, they didn't get engaged, I'm sorry. But they left together, and then he was like, all this shit that happened after Instagram, all this stuff, I'm 35, I don't care about any of that. It was an amazing moment. And then she was like, she understood why he was like pulled back for a second, and she was like, I don't think he understands that like, yes, I'm like his dream girl, but I feel like I'm so lucky to have met him too.
That's great.
I love them so much.
You should always be lucky, like feel lucky to be with the one that you're with.
Right. I hope that they get engaged, and I'm obsessed with them.
Did you watch All the Boys I've Loved Before?
No, because of merch day.
Did you watch Preppy Connection?
No, because of merch
Jackie.
day. I didn't get home till 8:30. And then I had to watch Paradise, and I caught up on Kardashians. Does that count for something?
No. We're so delayed with this stupid movie of the week. Don't watch All the Boys I Loved Before. Watch Preppy Connection.
Okay, I will.
That's more
Today,
important.
my day is wide open. But
okay.
Merch day, what do you want me to do?
I know, business never sleeps.
Never, ever sleeps.
As my entrepreneurial brother says, Mark Cuban says, entrepreneurialism never sleeps.
Did he say that? Also, for our next merch shop, we're making a briefcase that says the Mackenzie file for all of you working people out there.
Totally.
I'm
like
so
that was an
excited.
idea we came up on the Patreon episode, and like we were hysterically laughing, but like people don't really use briefcases.
No, well, it'll be like limited edition.
Yeah.
It's like a collector's item.
No, everything from now on is like special edition. Like if you don't got it, sell it on eBay, you know?
Well, that's what we thought yesterday, and then we were like, let's just keep
let's
restocking.
let's make all the money we can.
Because we wanted you guys to get what you wanted. Like, I didn't like seeing,
money.
oh, I wanted the mug. Like, I didn't get it.
No, like we
wanted the money.
Yeah, we were conservative with her. And now that everyone got it, now I'm happy. But now it's like, drop, like no warning, just like literally we're gonna be on the show and be like, oh, by the way, the sickest merch collection just dropped, bro, shopmorningshows.com. Like epic, like only like 100 of each, you know?
We'll talk about that. Anyways, are you ready to get into the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast? Question mark?
I guess.
Okay, first up we have an array of news per usual,
because
this is the most well-rounded show on.
Literally. Me and my body reflect the well-roundedness.
We are well-rounded mentally and physically.
Of course.
Katy Perry denies that Dr. Luke raped her in a deposition. Katy Perry denied that Dr. Luke raped her in a recently unsealed deposition from the producer's 2017 lawsuit against Kesha, a report said. No, Perry replied when asked if the music producer raped her, according to Us Weekly. Absolutely not, she added when asked if he, quote, sexually assaulted her. Dr. Luke's lawyers claim Kesha lied in a text to Lady Gaga when she said Dr. Luke, real name Lucas Gottwald, raped Perry in an apparent attempt to boost her own sexual assault claims. When asked in court if the statement that Kesha made about her and Dr. Luke was false, Perry replied, yes, ma'am.
So, explain to me. Kesha is saying...
Text messages were released between Kesha and Lady Gaga that were part of the courts, where Kesha texted Lady Gaga that Dr. Luke raped Katy Perry. Then Katy Perry had to testify, and she says that did not happen.
And in the deposition, she said that too.
And that Kesha's was lying.
Oh my God, I have such a pit about this story because no matter who's lying, like it's terrible. Either like Katy Perry's a victim in denial, and like that gives me the biggest pit ever, or like Kesha's a full-blown liar, but like what? Who? I need to know who's lying because it changes everything.
No, totally. This is so weird. The plot thickens. And also, like, I just still can't believe that this case has not been settled. Like,
but you know what? I'm almost glad that it wasn't yet because, like, I want Dr. Luke's name to keep coming up in the news with the word rape next to it.
No, but like...
Try getting a job now.
But he's still working. Like, until the nail is in the coffin on Dr. Luke's career and, like, someone takes these claims seriously, like, he's still working, like, he's still making music, he's still making money.
Did you see that Louis C.K. did his, like, first show last night?
I did.
After he admitted, he, like, pled guilty to 5 counts of sexual assault. And, like, he got a standing ovation. Like, what losers stood up for him?
I don't know. I only saw the title when I was looking for...
Honestly, this town makes me sick.
This town or that
all the
town?
towns.
Yeah.
That town.
Except for Cleveland.
Of course. And Nashville. Miami too. No, just like...
No, Miami's pretty sick.
I'm disgusted. Do you know what I mean? And it's like it's just so like classic, like a man gets to like literally admit that he sexually assaulted 5 people and like he gets a standing ovation. Mel Gibson standing ovation at the Oscars. Like
Mel Gibson in Daddy's Home too.
He was? Mm-hmm. It's just like... Oh, this is sick.
It's a sick world that we live in, and we talk about this all the time, and it's like, what's it gonna, there's no amount of change that's ever gonna change enough.
Mark my words.
What goes on.
Harvey Weinstein will be back at work in 10 years. I'm serious. That's
really?
How disgusting Hollywood is. They pretend to care, they don't.
Yeah, and it's like Kevin Spacey in House of Cards. I saw this morning that like the new storyline has come out about this season of House of Cards, because obviously Kevin Spacey's not in it, and it's just reminded me, it's like, he was at the helm of the show while everyone knew how horrible he was. Oh my God. And it's like they pretend now like, oh, we didn't know, but you knew.
No, everyone knows everything, and it's just like, then something happens, they all pretend to be shocked. Like, please.
And it's like
disgusting. By the way,
even at the Oscars, like this year, even after Harvey Weinstein, even after everyone's up there like talking about Me Too, like talking about like gender equity, it's like there are still people in the audience who are criminals, sexual criminals, and you know that. So how about one of you stands up there and calls them out? You
know who's a true warrior?
Who?
Terry Crews.
Yes.
I absolutely love him.
And Seth MacFarlane.
Yes, in different ways.
In different ways.
But like Terry Crews is like one of the only people who's spoken up like as a man that he was a victim of sexual assault in Hollywood, and you know there are so many more. But like man, bro, manly, like you can't say, bro, you can't rape a man, like you can. And Terry Crews is cool about it, and I like him.
I love him.
Me too. Like I mean,
in
obviously
general?
In White Chicks, like he stole my heart, but and he never took it. He never gave it back. Like my heart still belongs to him.
And also
I just think he's
Blended.
hilarious. Yeah, I think he's honestly like one of the most underrated like male comic actors of our time.
I totally agree.
He's so funny.
He's so funny and he's so cute. Anyways, we'll keep you posted on this Dr. Luke Kesha story. I mean, I'm not taking any like it's not my business really. But hopefully the truth will come to light. Everything that's done in the dark eventually comes to light.
It's so true.
Okay, next up in today's edition of What's Going On with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is skipping Burning Man this year. That's major for him.
That's a wise decision.
He is Burning Man. Elon Musk, who has had a tough year, or really just like a few months, is not expected this week at Burning Man, the temporary city in the Nevada desert dedicated to art, music, sex, and drugs. The Tesla creator went every year for 9 years, but this year the SEC is reportedly investigating Tesla after Musk's recent tweet about taking the company private, which led to wild swings in the price of its stock. Like, what's wrong with that, though?
It's like intentionally disrupting the market. Like, I don't know, without like, it's just like It's like when Kylie said,
right? But was the SEC investigating her?
Kylie doesn't work for Snapchat.
Actually, I think that they do.
I think they do pay her also.
They pay all the Kardashians to stay on Snapchat.
Yeah, but Kylie definitely not Kourtney.
I don't know. I caught up on Kardashians last night, and she like took a picture of Kendall's hat on Snapchat, and then I'm sure she like uploaded it to like they all stick with Snapchat.
Interesting.
It is.
Because honestly, like no matter what platform they're on, millions and millions of people are going to watch it. So like it must be nice to not have to worry about that.
Right. Musk, who has admitted to taking Ambien to help with him sleep, but denied he was stoned on pot when he posted the fateful tweet.
Stoned on pot? Like, please. Please, stoned on pot?
Can't afford...
Like, this was written literally by, like, an 87-year-old first grader.
Yeah, he does look like old man.
See. Oh, totally.
That's hilarious. He looks like Elon Musk.
No, Elon Musk skipping Burning Man. I mean...
He can't afford to be seen partying this year with 70,000 revelers who will end the week with a giant Burning Man bonfire. I mean, I'm just like, I feel like Burning Man is where Elon goes to like get all of his next best ideas.
Well, because like you hallucinate on drugs.
And like you get inspiration and you're among other creatives.
Here's the thing. I cannot think of a place I would rather go less than Burning Man.
I agree.
And I think about this all the time, and I don't understand how it's so cool, because like we had a friend who used to go with like, so basically if you go just like a regular, you're not a celebrity, like there's no Wi-Fi, there's nowhere to sleep. You sleep in like a tent on the floor in the dirt, and like there's no music.
You don't shower, and like you have to like barter for
and
stuff.
What do you? Yeah. Oh right. There's no money at Burning Man. Like if you want to buy a snack, you have to barter like.
You have to like give someone a massage.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very weird.
But then, how did that person that you're getting a snack from have a snack?
They brought it with them.
Why? So bring your own snacks, you guys.
Right. BYOS. But like if you're with celebrities, like. There's like certain camps that like have Wi-Fi and like glamping almost.
Yeah.
And like even that sounds horrible.
Right.
And I can't believe celebrities who are like such divas like would go to that trash.
Like Paris Hilton.
But what do you do there? Is it a music festival?
It's an arts music festival, and like you have a lot of sex and you do a lot of drugs, and like I think it's like very orgy. You dress up in cosplay.
Yeah, but like, what is the itinerary?
Like there's all these art installations, and you're like on drugs, so that takes up a lot of time.
That sounds so fucking boring.
I mean, yeah.
Like not anything like Camp Toast.
No.
We have a full itinerary packed with fun. And
Camp
you can still get
Toast
tickets.
Is the
Eventbrite.
Camp Toast is the antithesis of Burning Man.
Yeah, like if you are anti-Burning Man, Camp Toast is the place for you. Like you will be fed multiple times a day, and you don't have to barter for anything. You just have to buy one ticket on Eventbrite, go to our Instagram and click the Get Tickets link. Password is premium, all caps. Like you'll be fine. Alcohol will be served for free. Full itinerary with activities like capture the flag, talent shows, sing-alongs, bonfires. Minimal physical, honestly, as much physical activity as you want to put into it.
I want to do everything.
Like I personally will need a golf cart just to like, you know, go around the campgrounds because I want to visit everyone.
And you want to supervise.
I want to supervise at every activity, and I just don't really feel like walking from the volleyball court to the basketball court. It seems like a long walk. But put in as much as you want. You don't like if you want to sleep in, do it.
Like I want to take a golf cart from like jet skiing to the ropes course.
Yeah.
You guys, if you're looking for me, I'll be at the ropes course all day.
Yeah, actually, that like there's like this obstacle course.
It's
in the
like
sky.
The one that they did on OC. It's called the Odyssey.
Yeah, but how many feet you think it is in the air?
I have no
like
concept
100 feet?
of that. No.
I think of it like how many rulers stacked up? I think it's like 50.
50 max.
And there's a big rock climbing wall, and it's all on the lake, and it's so pretty.
And there's a zip line, and there's a swing.
There's a zip line?
Yeah, the zip line is across the lake. It's new.
What?
You go into the woods.
But you land in the lake?
No, you land at the ropes course.
Oh
but from across the lake. It's amazing.
Oh my God, that's new. That wasn't there the last time.
And also the
there.
giant swing, you know, where they hoist you up all the way and then you pull the thread.
That's
and you,
really the scariest thing of all time.
It's fucking crazy.
They literally they tell you to keep going and they'll pull you up. To,
like you need a team of people to pull you.
You go up. I think you can go up there as 100 feet, but you can say stop whenever, and then you click this thing and you yourself drop. And you're in a harness, so you just keep swinging. But like that drop is like your belly drops into your ass.
Right.
You know?
It's like if you've never experienced a pit before, just go up there.
Yeah.
It's called the giant pit.
And honestly, like the living conditions are just they're the bare necessities and more. Like of course, like the Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Forget
What is
about your worries and your smile. I forget.
I get the bare necessities confused with the Charmin bears who are always wiping their asses.
Hey, Snitch, can you do me a favor and put the Eventbrite URL in the Instagram bio?
In the YouTube, and in the YouTube...
and in the YouTube stream. I emailed it to
oh my
you
God,
yesterday.
these fucking insurance brokers keep calling me. Hello?
Wow. Insurance for CT?
Blue Cross, Blue Shield. Like, do you get so many of those?
I get like, your car insurance is running out.
Like, you don't even have a license.
Is your refrigerator running?
Well, you better go catch it. And like, I block the callers just because like that can't hurt, but it definitely doesn't help.
No, it does nothing.
And I feel like it's only recently, that's become like a thing in the past like maybe year, 2 years where everyone just gets calls nonstop. And they're so smart. I've started to get phone numbers.
Like, that look like yours.
That like have like 2 numbers different than my phone number. I'm like, oh, who has the same phone number as me?
Right, a long lost
Jennifer
sister.
from Blue Cross, Blue Shield. It's such bullshit.
Your car insurance. And I always talk to them back. I'm like, I don't even have my license. And they just keep going because it's an automated machine.
Yeah, it's an automated machine. I like getting a person, and then I get real mean. I'm like, where did you get this number? You know this is illegal. Remove it from your call list at this very moment. I just sounded like Shannon Medore.
You did. I'm so
David!
I'm so behind on OC.
At my show in Raleigh, I like tried to do a Shannon Medore. My friend Margot Fish does the most amazing Shannon Medore impersonation. She's always like, and she sounds just like Shannon. She's like, David, they're being mean to me, David. It's so good. Like, that was bad. And I tried to do it at my Raleigh show, and I thought like everyone would know what I was talking about. And they're like, who's the impression? I'm like,
Stop.
What? It obviously wasn't good. It was like this. Margot, I'm gonna make Margot Fish make a video for us. It's so good. Mine was like, David. No. David, they're being mean to me, David.
That's like your Broadway voice.
Yeah.
$8.
That is my Broadway voice. $80 down the drain. Yeah, that is my Broadway voice. I have a voice when like I think like if I ever make it to like the theater.
And you're being like dramatic.
And you know, these Broadway actors are like just speaking like takes all the energy out of them. They're like, how could you do this to me, David? You know?
It's really good. Oh, wow, we're only on story number 3. Okay, next up, CMA Award nominees are out. Chris Stapleton leads the award, as do Carrie Underwood and Keith Urban earn nominations. Also, according to Snitch, Tequila sweeped, which is so worthy.
Which acronym is this?
CMA, this is us.
Oh, this is legit, yeah.
This is us.
Oh, wait, we gotta make plans.
I know, but the nominations are coming out so early, like considering it's in November.
No, we gotta make plans.
No, we're going.
We're hitting up,
What are we?
Caitlin Bristow's sister-in-law. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
We had dinner with her?
Yeah. Okay, so Nashville's brightest and newest stars are smiling big. Luke Bryan, Dan and Shay, and Sugarland announced the nominations for the 2018 Country Music Association Awards Tuesday live on GMA from New York's Times Square. Chris Stapleton leads the pack of CMA nominees with 5 nods, including Entertainer of the Year, Single of the Year, and Record of the Year, following the release of his album From a Room Volume 2. Jason Aldean and Keith Urban each earned 3 nominations, with both stars competing against Stapleton for Entertainer of the Year. Meanwhile, Carrie Underwood, who will also be co-hosting the star-studded soiree, garnered 2 nominations, including Female Vocalist of the Year. So here are the nominations. Entertainer of the Year.
Do it like you're on TV and it's 6 a.m. and they're making you do it.
Okay.
Here are the nominees.
Here are the nominees for Entertainer of the Year. Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Kenny Chesney, Chris Stapleton, Keith Urban. Wow, all men.
And
Female Vocalist of the Year, even though there's also Male Vocalist of the Year.
Oh, wait, what was one you said? Entertainer. So,
which
yeah.
it should be both.
Taylor Swift used to win that all the time.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
And also Garth Brooks. But, you
Garth
know.
Brooks.
Who do you think should be Entertainer of the Year?
Read it again.
Jason Aldean.
Oh, Chris Stapleton.
He's always it. It's so weird because I love country music and I like the songs of his that are popular, but I don't like go hard for him.
I don't go hard for him either. I just think he's supremely talented, and I think I mean, okay, here's the thing. What does entertainer mean? People who entertain, because then it's like Luke Bryan, but like Luke Bryan is no lyrical genius or like, you know, the songbird of our generation. Like, what does entertainer mean? Like, you put on the most shows, you see the most people, or is it like you're the most vocally, lyrically talented?
I think it's like who is just like raking in the funds, songs, etc.
Well, then it's probably like, that's why they keep nominating Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton, even though like they're really not like the most talented.
Yeah.
They're on American Idol and The Voice, and
They're
they have the
just,
most
like,
Instagram followers,
in
and they sell the most tickets.
Stratosphere, yeah. Female Vocalist of the Year, Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Maren Morris, Casey Musgraves, and Carrie Underwood.
Wait, do it again.
Female vocalist of the year.
Yeah.
Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Maren Morris, Casey Musgraves, Carrie Underwood.
I mean, obviously Miranda Lambert's gonna win because she has some in with every country music award, organization. But honestly, like, this was the year of Casey Musgraves.
Casey or Maren should win because, like, she brought so much shine to country music with
But
the middle.
did
Maren released an album? No.
No, it was last year.
Yeah.
So it's hard to win like of the year with one, even though it was the biggest song of all time. But her Maren Mars 2 album's coming out, and it'll be her year next year. This was the year of Casey Musgraves, even though she really is not technically country these days. She's more alternative.
Yeah.
Her first album, Same Trailer, Different Park, was like so country, and it was so good. So was Pageant Material. It was like a little more alternative. But Golden Hour is like legit the most beautiful album of all time. I'll never get sick of listening to it, and it's not really country.
I hope she wins.
Yeah.
Male vocalist of the year, Dierks Bentley, Snitch.
Dierks.
Luke Combs.
Oh, he's gonna win.
Thomas Rhett.
Oh my God, but
Chris
we have to
Stapleton,
go.
Keith Urban.
Thomas Rhett might win.
Yeah, I think Thomas Rhett might win too. Or like Dierks. I feel like he's been like working hard this year.
It's just so weird because everyone's like perception of country music is so different. And like the real hardcore country fans that like love Luke Combs, love Chris Stapleton, they don't like Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton. They think they're like wussies.
No, I don't think so. I think the real hardcore country fans like love Jason Aldean and who were you just talking about?
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan. But like Luke Combs technically and Chris Stapleton are like newbies.
Yes.
Especially
They're very
Luke
similar
Combs.
too.
But Chris Stapleton has been out here for like a few years now.
Yeah.
But Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan have been doing this for like 10 years.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's just like a different level.
Yeah. No, I really like Luke Combs has to win everything.
I know, but like I feel like he might be too green, you know?
Yeah, no, to be like, but it really was like, who had the most impressive year? Luke Combs. He shot to stardom. That's impressive.
I think Thomas Rhett, he's like so
Yeah.
mainstream too.
He is. And him and his wife, like, they just kill it.
Right. Vocal group of the year, Lady Antebellum.
We know who's gonna win.
Landco, Little Big Town, Midland, Old Dominion.
Little Big Town's gonna win, but honestly, the greatest love story ever told by Landco.
Midland.
Oh, Midland.
Or, no, Landco.
Or I get Landco and Old Dominion confused. Old Dominion's really good. Oh, Old Dominion is Take You Straight Somewhere You Didn't Know. What's it called?
What?
Like the song where it's like he needs someone to show you around.
They do the Written in the Stars and like.
No, Margot, take someone to show you around.
Okay.
Margot, Google Old
okay.
Dominion.
Take someone to show you around.
Someone to show you around, and then like truck.
Vocal duo of the year, Brothers
Dan and Shay,
Brothers
please.
Osborne, Dan and Shay, Florida Georgia Line, Maddie and
fuck.
Tay, Sugarland. It should
Wow.
be Dan and Shay though.
Wait,
Because
Sugarland's only 2 people?
I guess so. I
thought
feel
it
like
was
someone dropped out.
Margot, did you find it?
Are you thinking of? By the way, that lyric doesn't exist.
Oh.
But I'm just gonna pull up their most popular songs and you'll see which one. You know.
Yeah, it's like
Song
if
for
you
Another
need
Time?
somebody to show you around, I know somebody.
Isn't that I Know Somebody? And that's,
Yeah.
Who sings that?
I don't think it's Old Dominion.
I don't think it's Old
Somebody with a jacked up truck sitting right outside. Truck, told you. If you're ready to roll, then you're ready to ride.
I don't think that's them, but they
It's
sing
such a good song.
No
What
Such
song?
Thing as a Broken Heart.
Oh yeah, but who sings my song?
Can you repeat the lyrics?
It's called Know Somebody.
Okay.
Snitch is on the case. The snitch cam is
Low
working.
Cash.
Low Cash.
Yes.
And that's what you thought that was Landco.
Yes,
Those two,
obviously.
that's very confusing. Yeah.
The vocal duo, that should be an interesting matchup because this was the year of Dan and Shay. But Florida Georgia Line, like they sell out stadiums. They're like Taylor Swift level. Like they're making so much money. So I don't know.
New artist of the year. This is our category.
Okay.
We should be the
Can
ones
I
voting
guess?
on this.
Can
Okay.
I guess? Is Carly Parson there?
No.
Oh fuck. Mason Ramsey?
No.
No, I'm kidding. Oh wait, let me think. 2 seconds.
No.
Who's new?
Lauren Elena,
Okay.
Luke Combs.
That's so weird that he's new artist and artist of the year.
But
Yeah.
male vocalist of
Yeah.
the year. But so that's why he won't win male
Yeah.
vocalist. But if either of them win new artist, I'd be so happy. Chris Jansen, Midland, or Brett Young, who's also great, but not as great.
Midland, everyone loves Midland, and they're good. And when we met them, they were so cool and like interesting looking. I just haven't heard their music. Like it's not shoved on popular country
You
radio.
know their one song, I don't have a drinking problem. I have a drinking solution.
Yeah, I think that's obviously Luke Combs' category to take. But honestly, good for Lauren Elena for getting there.
I mean, I would be so happy if she
I
won.
would, me too.
Single of the year, Broken Halos by Chris Stapleton, Drinking Problem by Midland, Drowns the Whiskey by Jason Aldean, Meant to Be, BB Rexa, Florida Georgia Line, Tequila, Dan and Shay.
Tequila, Dan and Shay.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that song defied country music, and it's like the biggest song of ever.
It's unbelievable.
I sing it at every show because every time I take a sip of my drink, which is tequila, I'm like, when and like no matter where I am in the country, people know it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they know it better in like Nashville, but still.
And then last one we'll do is Album of the Year, which is From a Room, Volume 2, Chris Stapleton. Golden Hour, Casey Musgraves. Graffiti You, Keith Urban. Life Changes, Thomas Rhett. The Mountain, Dark Bentley. I really hope Casey Musgraves wins, but I feel like Chris Stapleton will probably win.
Yeah, no, there's always like, I call it the Slumdog Millionaire, like because the first award show I ever really watched in full was the year of Slumdog Millionaire, and they won every award, and I hadn't seen it, and I'm like, what the hell? And
I weirdly had seen it.
And then I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is the most amazing movie of all time.
Right.
When the guy writes the letter on the mirror of like the answer, that was so crazy. And then he was lying, right?
Yeah. Well,
bitch.
I hope
Sorry,
you guys have seen it.
we spoiled the movie for you.
That could be the next Toast movie of the week if we ever get there. Okay, next story, a little biz news, and the FDA is just coming for Juul.
Obvious. Oh, no way.
The e-cigarette, popular among teens, is being investigated by the FDA. The Food and Drug Administration says it is preparing to launch a campaign to discourage teens from using e-cigarettes, also known as vaping. The FDA is also investigating the marketing strategies and impact of several vaping products, including the most popular e-cigarette, Juul, which is estimated to make up 72% of the e-cigarette market. The agency says its new campaign is just part of its effort to find out why e-cigarette use is rampant among teenagers and how to stop it. At the same time, parents are launching their own effort and asking why the government isn't doing more, reports CBS News' Anna Werner.
Wait, that is so crazy because I think about this all the time because like literally everyone in the world Juuls. They Juul during the day, they Juul at night. It's so crazy. Jackie makes the best call. They're literally smoking a USB and like
it's like you can charge your Juul in my charging box
or
for
like
my
in
phone.
the wall.
Or in the wall. You're
smoking
smoking
the
what's
wall.
in an outlet. You're smoking what's in this battery box.
Electrons.
You're smoking battery.
No, it's really crazy. But the more that I think about it, like Juul must be like $1 billion company.
But like, how did that happen? Because e-cigs have been around for a while.
Yeah, Juuls are just like well made, I guess, and you know what it is? It's like a lot of girls use it. Where like I feel like smoking and like vaping is much more like a male thing, and now like every girl is smoking a Juul.
Yeah.
And it's like less like I guess gross. It's considered less gross than smoking like cigarettes.
For sure.
So I'm just like torn here because like
even though you are smoking protons and electrons.
I'm torn here because like good on Juul for like making a company, but like and now the government's gonna like try and ruin them.
Well, the government is pissed because a lot of teens are smoking, and it seems as though they've known that teens are buying Juuls and they're marketing towards teens, which is like a little fucked up.
That is fucked up. But
like,
I've never
honestly,
seen a Juul commercial.
Me neither.
Or like a bus
sponsored
ad.
post or anything.
Yeah, what kind of marketing does Juul do? How do we get in on it?
I don't know.
Kidding.
I think it's just
if
like
they came to you, would you promote it?
Word of mouth. Yeah, I'll promote anything for the right amount.
I don't think I would.
Really?
It's like a bad example, I think.
But like, here's the thing: like MTV and the FDA, they're out here in these streets like trying to get people to stop smoking cigarettes, and they'll stop at nothing. Like their commercials, like they don't care who they have to like exploit. Like they'll stop at nothing. So cool. So you can't like take away every vice from every person. Mm-hmm. So what is so wrong with Juuls that you want to stifle them? And like if they're replacing cigarettes, isn't that a win?
I guess. Why are you looking at me like that, Margot?
I wasn't. You were looking at me.
I thought you were trying to get my attention, and I was like,
no.
"Did you text me?"
She's just so interested by the conversation that we're having.
Margot's embarrassed. Do you, Juul, Margot?
No, I don't.
Do your friends?
Yes.
Like everyone?
No, honestly. Like.
And do they Juul like socially, like at parties, or like in class?
Just socially at parties. The people who like Juul in the library, I don't associate
Are
with.
insane.
Insane. And then they put it back in their computer to charge, like in between each
They're
pop.
smoking.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
They're smoking their computer.
That's so funny.
That's like the one crazy part. Like Juul, I mean, it's really cool what they're doing, and they're like not that terrible, but it's just weird. And there was like one instance of someone's Juul like exploding on their face. Like one freak accident, yeah, I read that once.
In my Instagram story once, like I literally like I think I like had a Juul in my hand. I like was at a party and I wanted to be cool, which it's not. But legit, the messages of hatred coming for me, yeah. And like I think because anytime you post something that has like a cigarette in it, like people go nuts, like and rightfully so, because smoking is disgusting and it kills you. And like it was that level.
That's so crazy because like right now there is no evidence of like aside from this one.
Well, no, they say that a Juul pod. Like that is like the flavor that you put in, which can last you a really long time, is like a full pack of cigarettes.
Oh, how long does it last though?
It depends if you're doing it in the library.
Oh, but still better than cigarettes.
I think.
I've had a little Juul here and there when I'm at a party.
At a party, like, but not like if you have your own.
No,
like,
I don't
that's
have
a new
my
level.
own that charges in my wallet. Home.
No.
But like sometimes the Juul's making its rounds.
It's 11/11. Make a wish. I hope everyone stops juuling. I'm kidding.
I mean, I
don't care.
Like,
I just can't decide if it's bad yet.
Tell me why people should stop juuling, and then I'll assess the facts. But right now, like, it's taking the place of cigarettes.
Oh, okay. Jerome Averill, they're so popular because the amount of nicotine in a Juul is 3 times the amount of like other e-cigs.
What?
Yeah.
Of other e-cigs. Okay,
not of cigarettes.
Okay. That's good to know. And nicotine is addictive.
Jordan Goodwin, I smoked 5 cigarettes a day until I got a Juul, and then I never had one again. Wow.
That's
so I guess
great.
That's good, right? I don't know.
Right now,
smoking is so controversial.
I need to do more research, but from the things I know right now, I'm pro Juul.
You're pro.
I'm pro.
Because honestly, to
teens-
expect everyone in the world to stop smoking completely is unrealistic. So to move from cigarettes, which are terrible, to Juuls, which are a lot less bad, they're not good for you, but they're less bad, that's great.
It's a step in the right direction.
And at the end of the day, no one's forcing you to smoke. Like, if you want to smoke, it's your own decision, and great. You want, like, you know, it's not like we don't know what happens to you when you smoke. You want to smoke, great. I don't care. You know, it's not like you don't know. It's not like you think they're good for you and then you find out they give you cancer. Like,
It's
when you
written
put them in
on the
your mouth,
package now.
When you put them in your mouth, you know that they give you cancer, and you're fine with that. So cool, good for you.
It's your life.
Kill it. No, everyone makes their own decisions. Like, I can't be bothered with other people. Like,
Right.
the government trying to like tell people to stop smoking. Like, it's their personal decision.
Right. And like someone else smoking, like, does not affect me whatsoever.
Same, except like kids doing it in the 6th grade, that's bad.
Yeah, and like Juul, you shouldn't be marketing towards teens because like that's a little fucked up. But that's like anyone marketing towards teens.
Yeah.
Alcohol, cigarettes, etc. Except alcohol, they have so many rules against them. You can't even like put you can't have a commercial on TV with someone taking a sip of the alcohol that you're selling.
You can't have, I mean, I worked on like, I don't know what the rules of TV are, but like for social, you can't be holding any alcohol if someone in the picture is not 21. You cannot be, you can't have 2 cups in either hand. You can't have more than like 6, if you have a picture of a beer, it can't be full. Like if it's like a marketing thing.
Yeah.
It's like the most crazy rules.
Yeah, and that's the FDA. And that's, you know, and if you watch Mad Men, the whole cigarette, like but now it's like, do cigarettes even have commercials? No.
No. They have, it's just so funny, like, because this is so American, whereas, like, in other countries, like in Israel, where, like, smoking is very much a part of the fabric of the culture, like, nobody gives a shit. Like, they have other things to worry about besides, like, smoking killing you.
Well, though, actually, fun fact, yesterday, Israel banned the importation of Juul pods. Like, literally yesterday. Yeah.
Why?
Because I think it's too much.
Because kids?
Yeah, well, because everyone there was just like, cig or Juul in both hands.
That's so, yeah, because they're not using Juuls to get off of cigarettes. They're just doing both.
Yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
That
But
is
no,
funny,
like
but
in Europe, like they don't like Americans are just so like cigarettes are banned for you, but like in Europe they're like who cares?
yeah.
Like I'm so much more of that mentality. Like I'm not like here's the thing. Everybody knows that drugs are bad for you, but people still want to do it. Great, it's a personal decision. Who am I to judge your bad decision making? Like that's your life. Me, I'm not going to do drugs because I know that they're bad for you and I'm not really interested in it. But someone else, they know it's bad, they still want to do it. Great, like
Great,
cool.
just don't bite my face off, you know? That's all I ask.
Don't
Also,
eat my face.
People are talking about third-hand smoke. Like, I've heard of second-hand smoke, but third-hand I've yet to hear
No,
about.
but I guess Juul does get rid of secondhand smoke because I think blowing protons in someone's face isn't nearly as bad.
It's like not as bad as just sitting on your computer with protons on your lap.
Exactly, radiating protons.
Anyways, you guys.
It's such a good call.
We'll keep you posted on the story. I'm definitely going to do more research, but Juuls are taking over. Fifth and final story, a little bit of sports news for you, a little sports, business, finance. Giants' Odell Beckham Jr. becomes the highest paid NFL wide receiver ever with a 5-year, $95 million contract extension with $65 million guaranteed.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
And it's like you would think he's like so good and the Giants are winning.
Well, he is so good, and the Giants were winning for a long time with him. Not like in the past like 2 years, I think. But he does the thing where he catches it with one hand. That's like his
cool.
thing.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I think
he was also there when Eunice was beating up someone
I
at
know.
Delilah.
I don't think we ever got to talk about that video because it was the day you left, right?
It was last week. We never talked about it.
So that video footage, security footage was released of Delilah nightclub where Eunice was with this big group of people, including Drake and Odell Beckham Jr., and he literally started beating the shit out of this poor, like, guy who worked there. And I don't know what led up to it. Like, the guy probably said something nasty. Whatever he did,
like
it
didn't
couldn't
give him the table that they wanted.
Whatever he did, it obviously was not worthy of a beatdown like that. But Odell and Drake were both there, and Drake ran away. That video is like so embarrassing for Drake. Like I can't believe like there were so many people watching this horrible thing happen, and not one person said anything. Like that is just so classic Hollywood.
Totally.
Evil people. And now all of this is making sense with Kourtney. Like she was like when he did that comment on Instagram, like that was a really like you could just have brushed that off, but like that's also a really concerning thing to say, like, and maybe indicative of like really manipulative, controlling relationship.
And it's like, it's one thing to like say it, and then it's another thing to post it on Instagram to her 60 million followers. And it's like, not only do you think that that's an okay thing to say, it's like you're proud of it, and you want people to know that that's how you feel.
Right. So I think that was like a huge red flag. And now that this is happening, like I'm not really surprised by it. And all this Kardashian stuff that we're seeing now, like a couple months later, is like starting to make sense.
Right, because she's clearly like under
Not
his
well.
thumb.
Yeah. Not well, bitch.
Anyways, I like that video was so sad, and I expected more from OBJ and Drake, but I guess they like didn't want to get their hands dirty because like they have a lot on the line, whereas Eunice, like all he has is like was Kourtney's Instagram and trips to Italy.
There was a rumor a while ago, very briefly, that Zendaya and Odell Beckham Jr. were dating, and I was like so here for it. Like, how cute.
So here for it.
And like, I think they took a picture together at a fashion show, and I don't think they were really ever dating, or they might have went on a date. And I don't think it worked out because Zendaya is literally too good for everyone, truly, except for Zac Efron. But I always feel like I like want to set Zendaya up.
Who would you set her up with?
Like, obviously, in my wildest dreams,
Odell Beckham Jr.
Zac Efron.
Right.
But he was in love with her, and I don't think she was interested. That's the thing. I really can't think of someone who's good enough for Zendaya.
Yeah, I don't think it could be an athlete, and I don't think it could be an actor because they lie.
And I don't think it could be someone her own age because she's so wise and mature and like. What, Margaret?
She is dating Tom Holland, the Superman co-star who literally looks like a boy. Do you remember?
I don't know who that is.
Whatever. Well, there's all these blinds. He like fully cheats on her, and it's really sad.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Zendaya deserves so much better.
There's a special place in hell for people who cheat on Zendaya.
Yeah, the one guy who did. No, I just like love Zendaya. She's so in tune with like her age demographic, and she's just like always sharing memes.
And
I
like
just
making right choices. And like she was on Shake It Up Chicago with Bella Thorne, and it's like she could have gone that way, but she went this way.
I think the route that she took after Disney was like a very untraditional one, where like she didn't really work a lot. She was very in the fashion scene, and like they used to talk about her on Fashion Police with the utmost respect.
Until they didn't. That's what made Fashion Police crumble.
It
the
is?
Zendaya thing when Juliana Rancic said that she's probably, like, I guess she
smelled like patchouli oil.
Yeah.
That was about
Zendaya, and that's what brought the whole thing down.
Good. Oh my God, I didn't realize it was about our queen Zendaya.
Yeah.
Not that it's okay to say it about anyone, but oh my God, honestly, that ship was a sinking ship. Wait, did that happen with Joan?
No.
Okay, obviously, because that would never
Joan,
happen.
and then so Juliana said it, and there was backlash, and Kelly
demanded an apology.
Kelly turned on Juliana, so there was just all this animosity. Plus, like the show was never what it was with Joan, so we needed to shut it down.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible thing to say, and I love Zendaya, so it's an even more terrible thing to say. But before that, they used to talk about her like, and I didn't really understand why they were like literally talking about her like she was this fashion model icon, because she was like that girl from Shake It Up. But she really, like, she pulled it together, and then she started working like a couple years later. But she really, for a while, was just like a socialite.
Yeah, also low-key, she had her own show on Disney after Shake It Up about like being
Casey.
being a CIA person that no one ever heard of except like Disney people watch it. So she like was building a really big fan base.
And she went back recently and started the show again. I don't know if it's still on, but like she took a break from Disney and then went back to that show, Casey Undercover.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just love people who embrace their roots. Like, people who hate the thing that made them famous, I will always say, like, I hate that. Like, Hannah Montana, perfect example.
Right.
Like, I hate when people just don't embrace the thing that made them famous.
Well, these days she does, because she sings The Climb. She sang it on her live stream before Younger came out.
Okay.
Younger Now. And I feel like she is...
Well, she's back. She's back.
She's back. But I can understand why it like took her a while to get there. But it's more so like the people from the OC who like won't talk about it.
Right, like they want Ben McKenzie to talk about Gotham. Like, we don't even know what that is. We want to talk about the OC, Ryan.
Right.
His name will never not be Ryan.
Atwood.
Yeah.
With his dad, Frank.
Totally. In Chino.
Remember when there was the major Powerball win where we all bought tickets? It was the biggest jackpot ever. And the winner came from Chino, California.
And he owned a nursing home, and he gave a lot of money to it, like the families of his...
Did he?
Yeah, he was like this really nice Jewish guy who won.
Like, that's another thing that like I love, when like the whole world, it's like we're all, like the Powerball is like bringing us together. It's
the
like,
Powerball. What's that from?
Noah Ritter.
Yeah.
My grandpa watches the Powerball.
Yeah, no, oh my God. Honestly, I really hope Noah Ritter has like a good amount of money from his fame.
And I hope that he's like kicking it with Mason Ramsey.
He's being taken care of by Ellen, because he still does Ellen Tube, and he was on a Purina commercial.
Uh-huh.
And Ellen really took care of him, so I appreciate her for that. I'm like mad at her for so many things these days. There is a huge billboard on 2nd Avenue when you cross the Midtown Tunnel, and it's Ellen, and she's like trying to pick up this huge heart, and it said big heart. Wait, no, it said like
big laughs.
Big heart. And I literally want to take a Sharpie and write big bitch. Like, I think about that all the time because she is, like, she gets away. Like, yes, she is this iconic, and she is, and I love her, and I love her show, and I think that the creative for her show is brilliant. But, like, lest we not forget, she is a huge bitch. Like,
wait, also that ad, even if it does have a big heart, it should say big laughs, bigger heart.
I couldn't agree more. And then I thought about this already, and then I would write biggest bitch. Like, I thought this through.
Big laughs, bigger heart, biggest bitch.
Literally, like, if there is a vandalization of that billboard, just know that it was me. What, did you get arrested?
It's if you get caught.
Like, honestly, I feel like that would be like a really good PR thing for the show, but just not if I get fined and have to go to court.
Instead of writing Ellen for big heart, big laughs, write the morning toast.
No. I would write big bitch. Like, I wouldn't even promote our show, but like then I would obviously get like a little press because I'm the girl who wrote the billboard. And then I would post a picture of the billboard on my Instagram, like I didn't do it, and be like, oh man, this is hysterical. Who did it?
Right.
And then I would really get people talking.
But whoever smelt it dealt it.
Totally. I mean, that's the most obvious thing you could do. Like, ooh, who is this? Who did this?
Whoever denied it supplied it.
Whoever did the crime pays the time. No.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh my God, I watched Orange is the New Black last night. I finally finished it. Margaret, did you finish the season?
No, I haven't even finished last season.
It was so terrible, and I've been watching it like while shopping for furniture, like not even watching. But the last episode was amazing. Margaret, spoiler alert: Piper gets out of prison.
Why would you tell me that?
Because you're not gonna watch it.
That's true, I'm not.
And you're not gonna watch it. And it was like she got early release. It was the craziest thing ever. And she gets out with this girl who has been like trying to get pregnant with her boyfriend, and they're like so cute, always like talking to each other in Spanish. And like I love them. He's like this big fat guy, and they're so cute.
Is she a new character?
No, but she was on, and she's like irrelevant.
Oh.
But now she's relevant, and it was so sad. Literally, her and Piper get out together, and they go out separate doors. And the girl who was like trying to meet her boyfriend gets deported. Because she was illegal, and her husband's waiting with flowers, and she never comes, and it was like so sad. And like she got on this like bus to like ICE, and it was so upsetting. And like Piper like just gets to leave with her like fat brother. Like it was so not fair. Like
so
I was
she
so
no longer
angry.
On the show?
Is who?
Is Piper?
I don't know. That's how the episode ended.
She's definitely coming back.
I mean, the show is less and less about her, which I like because she sucks. But the show has just gotten out of control. Like there's way too many characters, way too many plot lines, like fucking Carol and the sister, so stupid. Honestly, the biggest waste of my time. I think I'm done with it. Except I want to see, like, Piper had a whole life when she came into jail. Like, she had a fiance, a life, a business, a friend, family. Literally, she cut off all of her ties. She's engaged to Alex, and like her brother was the only person who came to pick her up because he like lives in a trailer.
I don't watch. Are you caught up with Kardashians?
Emotionally, yes. I'm always keeping up with the Kardashians.
Oh, but
the show, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't watch this week.
I watched last night. I caught up with everything, and they're back to like their usual shit of like doing pranks and like Chris trying to make Khloe eat while she's pregnant. But there were like a few golden moments that were just so telling of what's really going on.
Those subplots are so stupid sometimes.
So stupid, except I'm loving the friendship between Khloe and Kim. It's everything I did not know that I needed, because all along, like, it's been Kourtney and Kourtney, and they like gang up on Kim because like she is the favorite and obviously the most successful. But now like Khloe and Kim, they're so like cute together and funny, and they're just like vibing. And Kourtney and Kendall are like misery.
I can't believe Kendall's on Team Kourtney. Like
I can. They're literally so similar, and they keep talking about how like Kim and Khloe are like mean and or like I don't even know where all the meanness is coming from, but like they literally have never seemed better.
Right.
Like Kim has never seemed better.
They're thriving.
And
Kourtney's
Khloe
pregnant.
like is literally getting
Khloe's
everything
pregnant.
that she wants.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not even about Tristan. Like I feel like Khloe just wants to be a mom, and like thankfully she has a baby daddy that like she doesn't need to take care of.
Right, who can supply for the kid and like
has
have
a job.
a college fund.
Right, and like she gets a beautiful child.
I couldn't agree more. That's why like yes, people are upset with Tristan and Khloe. Like I am too, but like whatever. She just wants a family, and like sometimes you gotta.
Like not all families are the same.
No, and sometimes you just gotta do annoying things to get what you want.
Totally.
And like she couldn't, like the fact that she could get pregnant with Tristan is a miracle, because obviously she could get pregnant with Lamar because we now know like his sperm had crack in it. But even before that, she wasn't ovulating. Like she had fertility issues. So like for her to have even been able to get pregnant is amazing, and it's a miracle. And like whatever.
Totally.
Like I said, her own bad decisions. Like I will no longer be like, I have enough on my plate. Like I will no longer be inundated with like stress about other people's poor decision making. Like it's not my problem anymore.
Also, when Kourtney is talking to Kendall and they're being like shady bitches, and she told Kendall how Kim said that she's the least interesting to look at, and Kourtney was like, do you see what people on the internet say about me versus her, that she has cellulite all over her ass? Like, it was so mean.
Kourtney's obviously the type of person when she gets mad, like she says unforgivable things. And like honestly, I didn't think what Kim said was that bad, but I saw a clip of Kourtney saying that, and I was like, oh my God.
Especially because Kourtney was with her in Mexico when those pictures came out that were so horrible and like really upsetting.
Unflattering.
And so you know that's literally
her biggest
hang
insecurity.
Like
And
there
to
is
call
some
that
shit
out-
going down in that family.
No, I mean, I'm so invested in this. I really, really fucking hate Kourtney. Like as if she was like my own friend.
Yeah. And like Scott has never been better. He seems so happy, and I think that's also making her crazy.
I
Is,
think
like,
so too.
Scott was always waiting in the wings, wanting to get back together, and now he's literally dating like the younger, newer Kourtney. They look
So similar.
So similar.
They're looking more like each other every day.
Right, except like Sophia seems to be like fun and like down
Cool.
for Scott's lifestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, the blinds say a few other things, but you know what? Hollywood, nothing is as
Yeah.
it's like
No, she's-
everything is shady.
That Yiddish phrase, our friend Danny, Drake cup.
Yeah.
She's a Drake cup. Like her face is saggy, and she's always just like not saggy, like old, like saggy, just like
Like because it takes more
Drake
muscles
cup.
to frown, which she's always doing.
Yeah. So like, and she had the life of Riley for a long time because she was making a lot of money. She didn't have to work, and she had a guy who was fucking obsessed with her, and all he wanted to do was have sex with her, and she would say no, but like once every couple of years would say yes, and then have a baby.
kid.
Like. She's had a relatively easy life, but now it's like your sisters are finally calling you out for the fact that you don't work. You don't have a man who's obsessed with you. You have a man who like yells and controls you, and
spends your money for sure.
totally at the gym.
And like, oh my God. and
Jack's
and
Taylor.
like you're always taking trips with. Like she's funding those trips.
Of course.
And it's also so funny because you see, like, I kind of understand the way the show works now. It's like they have to they schedule filming. It's not like we're all just happen to be hanging out and there's a camera.
And that's what is confusing that they don't really say. It's like, we have to work, but work is them like sitting in the living
Meeting
room.
up
Yeah.
and you bring, like,
Salads.
making something up, like Kim being a mortician. Like,
Yeah.
that was pretty stupid, but I was cracking up when Kim is in Khloe's kitchen and Khloe's talking about how she doesn't want to gain a lot of weight, which, by the way, was like so relatable. And I love the way they talk about just
Weight,
like
me
weight
too.
issues because it's so real. And like, yeah, pregnant people shouldn't be worried about gaining weight, but like, I'm sure they are.
Totally.
So when Kim was like, you have to get out of the house, and Kim was like, I will never forgive myself for this moment where it's a picture that like was horrible. She's so big. She was like, I have a neck roll. I'm wearing Javianas because I can't fit into my shoes. She was like,
What's the picture? What was she wearing? I want
oh
to
my
find
God,
it.
just search Kim Kardashian, like pregnant, like big.
That's, like, so
It was
mean.
her first pregnancy before she like got it right.
Kim Kardashian. Before she
Like-
got the bodycon and
And the
kimono.
But remember her first pregnancy was that meme where like,
She was Free Willy, they called her. That was so mean.
and that's why she doesn't smile for the paparazzi anymore.
She was wearing Javianas.
Did you know that? Because they were so mean to her during her pregnancy, she doesn't smile. That's why she's never smiling.
Oh my God, that is so sad. Wait, what kind of outfit was she wearing?
She was wearing like a dress below the knee that was like really tight. And
What color?
Just search Javianas. It's like
Oh no,
grayish.
Javianas.
It was.
It's gray. It's not coming up.
Let me see. She's wearing like a black blazer with
We'll post it on the Instagram.
It was just like a style miss.
This is like such a mean thing to be Googling, and like people are so mean.
But you could tell like Kim Googled it to pull up the picture to show to Khloe. She was like, I was stepping out like this, and like you don't even have a bump yet.
Right. That's true. No, Khloe looked really good the whole time.
Yeah.
So did Kylie, from what we saw.
But it was so interesting when Khloe was like, I'm a big person, Tristan's a big person, like our baby's gonna be big, and like if it's super big, like I have to have a C-section. Like I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, like a baby can be too big?
A baby could be too big, and especially if the parents are both big.
Oh my God, interesting.
Yeah, so that's why her doctor was like, I don't want to deliver like a big baby, so like you can't gain that much weight.
Oh shit.
Like 30, like
Yeah.
Like Kim gained 70 pounds during her pregnancy.
Oh my God, that makes me so worried because like I'm gonna gain like 100.
I think I will gain 70 pounds. I think like my body is.
We're just not like those girls who like from the back don't look pregnant. They turn around, they have like a perfectly round basketball under their belly.
No, like everything about me is gonna change, and you know what? I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, like Bethany really, her face changed a lot.
Also, what was so interesting is they're sitting around talking about like being pregnant and not drinking, and I feel like for so long the family never drank, and now they do.
That's like every family though.
And Kim was like, but now they're like 40 and they just started
Oh,
drinking.
yeah.
Kim was like, I was talking to Chrissy, and Chrissy was saying like she's pregnant, she's so bored because she can't drink, and Khloe was like, literally same, like everything in life is enhanced by alcohol, and I was like, that they never drank or talk about drinking, so like I just love watching them evolve.
Yeah, and like I don't know, the way that the Kardashians just like embrace the fact that they're not naturally born like skinny people, and like they really do like to eat, which I believe. Like the way Kim talks about food, like those croissants. I mean, not the croissants, the beignets in
New Orleans,
and the cheesecake in Paris. Like that, I love because that's like so relatable, and you just think like all these people who are famous like were just born skinny, and like it's so hard.
No, and even Kim, they also all the working out stuff is like starting to be annoying. But Kim like works out with her bodybuilder every morning, and she really wanted to get Khloe out of the house, so she took her out at night to go like TP Chris's house, and also they went to Domino's, and like Khloe is just living, and Kim's eating Domino's with her, and they're in the car like being hungry.
That is so cute.
And it was so cute.
We need Khloe and Kim take Calabasas.
Yeah. Where should they go?
Cute.
They should go somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like,
they could
Khloe has a newborn, so like we need a few, like a couple, like maybe a year.
Right.
But they should. Where haven't they been? They've been
Honestly,
everywhere.
they should like go to
Nashville.
Cleveland for a while. That would be so cute, and Kim could be like so anonymous.
Totally. So what's Khloe's deal?
She's like
living in Cleveland.
I believe so.
But so
I think she's back and forth. Like, has basketball season started?
In real life?
Yeah.
No.
So she's probably in LA.
Yeah, it starts like in October.
But she gave birth in Cleveland, so she was there for a while.
Interesting.
And she just like likes that life.
She does.
But she comes back to LA to work and to film, and Kourtney can't even drive down the street.
Where's Cleveland in the country, like map?
Like middle, sort of, Middle East.
By the way, Margot, that's the joke we made in Raleigh.
Cleveland's in the Middle East.
Yeah, so is Raleigh.
It's like middle of the country.
A little to the right.
Yeah.
That's a long flight. That's not like, no,
Vegas.
Vegas.
But it's not as far as New York.
No. Well, and Dallas was further, yeah?
Dallas to LA is equidistant to New York and LA.
No, but I'm saying, what's further? Dallas
or
to,
Cleveland?
Yeah, to
Cleveland
LA.
is farther, I believe.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I think probably like 1 more hour.
Yeah, and then when you're on a private jet, who cares?
Right.
We need a private jet.
I know, Claude.
I know. Let's get on it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we're one step closer since the most amazing, wonderful, and fantastic toasters sold out our merch. Like, honestly.
Sold out our merch multiple times.
Multiple times. Like, we are so grateful. Like, the Toast is the greatest show, but like it's nothing if nobody watches it. So everyone who watches and engages and is in a Facebook group and makes a friend and goes to a meetup and buys a shirt, like it's all part of this like big family. And really, we're so grateful. So thank you guys for just coming out and supporting. It means a lot. And like we really we're conservative in our estimates because like you never want to
count your chickens before they hatch.
But we knew the Toast would show up for us.
Right. I didn't expect in the way that they did. Like, I'm so excited to see the numbers. But anyways, we love you guys. We're so happy that we finally got merch to you. Like,
we got merch to you. It's sold out. We're so grateful. And now we could just take those funds and reinvest in like high quality ass shit.
Like, I want like rock and roll merch stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
you were showing me some inspo yesterday.
Yeah, like Mason Rand, like just like cool t-shirts that you could wear as dresses.
If
like
you're a t-shirt designer, email us.
Fall is upon us. Like, we're gonna get you swagged out.
If you haven't gotten your ticket to Camp Toast yet, you still can up until September 4th. So if you go to our Instagram, there's a link that says get tickets. Just click it. It takes you to the Eventbrite page. And the password is in all caps, premium, obviously.
And it's going to be premium.
Of course. We're really excited about it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Anything else?
No, we will see you tomorrow for Preppy Connection Movie of the Week. Everyone watch, including myself and Dear Toasters.
Oh, right. Okay, so email deartoasters@gmail.com. If you have any questions, concerns, some advice you need on relationship stuff, wedding stuff, work stuff, whatever, family stuff, those can be awkward, let us know, deartoasters@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for watching The Millennial Morning Show, The Morning Toast, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. We go live on Facebook and YouTube, so make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. But if you're a commuter who can't get to a computer in time, computer, make sure to subscribe to us in the podcast app, The Morning Toast, or on SoundCloud if you have an Android.
And follow me at Jackie O Problems. I'm private now, so you have to request. Can't just lurk no more.
Bitches.
I'm loving being private. I have
Me
a
too.
newfound like confidence. Like, it's just like I could say whatever I want.
Yeah, but not really.
Not really. No, but like it's nice. It's a nice feeling. I've really been enjoying it.
It's like a safety net.
Yeah, I like it.
And the only people who follow you are like people who want to.
Right, and the lurkers who are just coming to like make fun of me and screenshot my shit. Like, now you have to follow me.
Bye, guys. Love you. Have a good day.